Checking back in with you later this morning. We turn now to more breaking news. Cars stalling out in floodwaters on the roads in Wayne County.
Now, we've been watching this happen all through the night. We want to make sure it doesn't happen to you this morning, and you know which roads to avoid.
So we want to get right to 7 News Detroit reporter Brittany Tulis. She is live in Inkster, on Inkster Road, under I-94. And Brittany, another mess out there.
An even bigger mess, Alicia and Keenan. Now we have 4 vehicles stalled out in that water. You can see another vehicle just making that turnaround. The underpass here at Inkster Road under I-94 is completely flooded and impassable, but on top of this flooding, I'm gonna get out of the way so you can see the expansiveness of this flooding here, but on top of this flooding, there are absolutely no barriers on Inkster Road preventing vehicles from driving right up to it. We're seeing a lot of cars flying up Inkster Road. You can see the miles per hour. It's 45 miles per hour on this road. So cars are flying at about 45, sometimes a little faster, and slamming on their brakes right at that water line because they're not seeing it up until then. As I said, there are no barriers here. And to make it even more dangerous, we've seen about 3 or 4 cars pile up that way. No one has hit anybody yet. There are no accidents, but it has gotten very close a few times. We've also seen vehicles from the other side, southbound on Inkster Road, maneuvering through those stalled out vehicles coming to this side of the road. So there doesn't seem to be any barriers on the other side as well. We have not been over there yet, but as I said, we've seen cars coming up southbound on Inkster either turn around or some, as I said, just plowing through. So if you are out here, please turn around. Do not stall your vehicle. Remember the phrase, turn around, don't drown. But Inkster Road out here is not the only road that looks like this. Ecourse Road under I-94 is also flooded and impassable. We have video of that. Let's take a look. Now, as I said, it's impassable, but there are some smaller barriers on Ecourse Road. One side has some cones, but we saw a vehicle drive right over those cones. The other side has these smaller signs that say water over road. Those signs on the either side of the road, though, there's nothing blocking it. We even drove past those signs without seeing them until we got up towards the water and realized that road was impassable as well. I did reach out to the non-emergency dispatch for Taylor when we were at Ecourse Road. They told me that they did have barriers out, but they were spread a little thin with the amount of roads that needed those barriers. Here for Inkster, I did reach out to Wayne County's Sheriff's Department and Wayne County in general just to see what the situation here is and when we can get barriers out. Because as I said, when I talked to you guys a half hour ago, there were only 3 vehicles stalled. Now there is 4. When we were out here at first about 2 hours ago, there was only 1 vehicle stalled. So the amount of cars brave or trying to get through this is increasing, and they're stalling as well. And as I said, there are no barriers on Inkster Road here. So if you're driving, avoid Inkster Road under I-94, and it's the same situation on Ecourse Road under I-94. I'm going to send it back to you guys at the desk, but for now, live in Taylor, I'm Brittany Tulis for 7 News Detroit this morning. Keenan and Alicia.
A real mess out there, and of course, a costly one for folks who go into that water and don't make it out the other side. Brittany Tulis live in Taylor. Thank you, Brittany.